A DPD driver has just been and left a package on my doorstep, which I'm really quite excited about. But before I talk about the contents of this package and open it up, I'll just rewind a wee bit, almost 40 years actually, to when I was a student who occasionally played keyboards in a cover band. Around that time, I saw a review of a new synthesizer that really excited me. That synth was the Sequential Circuits Prophet VS, and it had a quite radical new way of manipulating sound by mixing between different digital oscillators as the note progressed, or via a joystick so the player could control the sound. That really excited me, and I really wanted to get my hands on one, but the price was way outside my range. Another synth of the same era I really liked was the Roland Jupiter series, and again they were way outside my price range, and as was this one, the digital sound modelling derivative of the Jupiter. Up until now, I've never had a chance to play either of these synthesizers, and looking at prices on eBay, the Prophet VS is still way beyond my price range, and the Jupiter 8000 is also way more than I could really afford. However, that great benefactor of impecunious musicians, Uli Behringer, has changed things now. You no longer need to be wealthy or have lots of space to get your hands on these things, or at least something inspired by them that will create similar sounds. So the package has just arrived. I will now switch over to my improvised unboxing set to open it up. So here I am at my improvised unboxing set. So let's get the package open. DPD package gone, and here's the Gear for Music box. Just get this open. And two extremely small synthesizers. So the Pro VS Mini is small, and the JT-4000 is micro. It makes sense to call that a micro. So a bit of sellotape here. I should have brought over a knife to open this. Indeed. I think I might have to reach over and get a knife. Oh no, I can get it. So this is the Behringer JT-4000 Mini Micro, and it is micro. Ooh, and it's well packaged. It's just sellotape again. Right. So it's sort of like a stylophone, except a synthesizer. It comes with cable to allow an ordinary MIDI connector to it, because it's just got a wee mini jack. I think that's a 2.5mm or 3.5mm jack. Anyway, so that's the MIDI. Cutoff and resonance, tiny little controls. Volume, tiny little control. On and off control. There's a USB-C socket there on the top. I assume it gets its power from the USB-C because I can't see any other way. And buttons for oscillator, LFO, filter amp, ARP and settings. Arpeggiator. Well, very tiny. There's some stuff in Japanese there, which or Chinese, is it? I'm not sure. And oh, a manual, which fortunately does have English at the beginning. And I shall ignore that in the normal way. So next, the VS, the mini one rather than the micro one. Yeah, it is, and this is an altogether bigger stylophone type box. Slightly less well applied sellotape. Easier to open. And this one has got lots of controls, but they're still tiny. Volume. It's got the joystick for the VS moving between sounds. It's a bit of plastic over the stylophone type thing. And they have the keyboard here. Not sure if you can see, I'll do a closer up shot maybe later. But it's got on the below the keys, or on the white keys, which are black, it has various controls for setting things. This one has a full-size MIDI in, again a USB-C socket, which I assume is how the power is got to it. And okay, I wonder, oh, they've got headphone sockets. Well, this one has a headphone socket. Yes, headphone socket, so it's again 3.5mm jack headphones. These are extraordinarily tiny, but that's quite good because I'm going to be trying to do music at my desk, and I'll be using these as I try and write a piece of sequencer software that suits my specific lack of talent and way of doing things. So I assume I'll just have to use the headphone outs to get audio out of these, or maybe they do audio out through USB when I connect them to the computer. I'll have to experiment. I'm going to move back to my desk now. So here they are, the Pro VS, absolutely tiny wee synthesizer, and the JT-4000, which is so tiny it will be awfully easy to, but it's going to be great for my desktop music setup, where they will be partnered with my circuit tracks, perhaps, which is giant compared to them, and probably controlled with this little Akai keyboard. And because it's all USB stuff, it will all have to go through the computer probably. But anyway, that's the unboxing done. The next bit is to actually plug them in and make some sounds. And unfortunately, I don't really have something set up at the moment that will let me do that onto video recordings. So I will leave that for another time. Well, hopefully a very soon time, in a day or two. I hopefully will be ready. I've brought over a mixer and connected it to my computer and things, so that I can actually try these out and find out what the sounds are like on video.